Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Leo's undercover operation, Nicole vs. Sloane, John's fury, and Ava's punch. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, a new preview clip from March 18 to 22, 2024, has been published. Steve Johnson gets an outburst from John Black. Nicole Walker DiMera is given a demand by Sloane Peterson Brady. Stefan DiMera gets punched by Ava Vitale. Leo Stark also seems to go undercover in order to unearth juicy information for Lady Whistleblower. According to DOOL spoilers for the week of March 18, the preview footage features John losing his cool with Steve in front of Marlena Evans. A picture of Constantine Meliunis's deceased daughter is held by John. It still amazes John that Steve never informed him of what had been done. John, overcome with remorse and fury, determines he needs to apologize to Constantine. John then intends to confess to the police about murder. John's strategy is only hindered by Constantine's desire to keep him out of jail. For John, Constantine has much more ambitious and sinister ideas. Nicole is seen holding Jude Brady in the weekly preview film, while Sloane looks on. All of a sudden, Nicole is ordered by Sloane not to go to Jude's christening. Nicole appears to be in complete astonishment. Nicole is cradling the infant and kindly giving her house for the baptism. Fans are aware of Sloane's true motivation, of course, for not wanting Nicole to attend the christening. We predict that Eric Wolf fans will find the christening to be rather unforgettable. According to spoilers for the week of March 18, Harris confronts Stefan in front of Ava on Days of Our Lives. Stefan is informed by Harris that he shot him twice in the cold. In response, Stefan informs Harris of what Ava was up to while he was battling for his life. The mob princess delivers a punch as the teaser flashes back to Stefan and Ava's passionate moment. Supporters should also anticipate Xander Cook to be released on bond during the week of March 18. On the couch, Xander and Sarah Horton will share intimate moments. In the meantime, Chanel Dupree and Johnny DiMera check into the Salem Inn and start acting strange. We sense that Janelle and Zara may come into contact. Sarah eventually offers Johnny and Chanel the Horton cottage for their honeymoon for a reason. Maybe by coincidence, the two spouses find themselves in the same room. Leo wears dark shades as well. Leo seems to be going undercover in an attempt to unearth fresh information for his gossip column. What plot point do you most anticipate seeing during the week of March 18, 2024? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Don't forget to keep watching Peacock soap opera to see what happens next. The incredible phone call from Sarah to Stefan, Harris's deadline. Ava Vitale smacked Harris Michaels after he revealed that Stefan DiMera was the one who had brought him to the docks and fired at him, according to the Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Tuesday, March 19. At some point, Harris mentioned that Stefan had attempted to kill him at the hospital, but Stefan quickly revealed that Ava wasn't so innocent and revealed that they had shared a bed. While Ava fumbled to clarify that it was an inebriated error, Harris looked more interested in Stefan's future move than in the past. Stefan was forewarned by Harris that he would give himself in for money laundering and narcotics trafficking. Stefan would also have to acknowledge that Ava was a forced, unwilling participant and that he alone served as Clyde Weston's companion. Harris clarified to Ava that Stefan's actions were preferable than going down for attempting to subdue a police officer. Harris claimed the identity of the gunman would stay a mystery if Stefan accepted this offer. Stefan was given till 9 in the morning the following day to turn himself in. If he didn't, he wouldn't like what had occurred. Ava apologized to Harris for hooking up with Stefan after he stormed out, but he stated it wasn't necessary. Harris was listening to Ava at the hospital when she didn't think he could hear her, so he knew she loved him too. Ava assured Harris that she meant what she had said, then slipped into his cozy arms. Stefan, meanwhile, complained that the tavern was closed because he was in need of alcohol. Stefan murmured that he was going down while Ava got away with it, but he promised to look into it. On Tuesday's episode of Days, Sarah Horton received a call from Justin Kyriakis while she was in the hospital, and he looked excited about his updates. Sarah then went to the police station to meet Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, who was about to be freed on bond. Justin was able to take advantage of Harris's purported inability to recall who fired the gun, which allowed Xander to win. On Tuesday's episode of Days, Maggie Kyriakis was watching Victoria Horton cook as Xander and Sarah had love on the couch at home. Later, Xander thought that the accusations that were still looming over him had something to do with the awful dream in which he was unable to reach Victoria and Sarah through a tunnel. But after Sarah gave him a pep talk and told him how much she loved him, Xander returned the favor and eventually followed her into the bedroom. Chanel DiMera and Johnny DiMera did leave the hospital after Paulina Price advised them to, since they had been there for so long. On Tuesday's episode of Days, Johnny brought up the fact that they hadn't yet experienced their first dance together as husband and wife in the town square. Despite the lack of music, Chanel and Johnny shared a beautiful moment as they danced. Johnny and Chanel checked into a room at the Salem Inn and went to bed because they hadn't finished their new marriage either. Chanel got into a canoodle with Johnny thereafter, and the latter suggested that perhaps they ought to hang out and take in the quiet for a few more days. On Tuesday's episode of DOOL, Paulina Price's room was visited by Kate Roberts Brady and Roman Brady, Josh Taylor, who were back at the hospital. Roman and Kate were astounded by the miracle, and Paulina recounted that shortly before she was healed and Abe Carver regained his memories. Paulina told Kate she was worried about Abe moving back in after he and Roman left to grab coffee in the waiting room. Paulina was scared that she and her husband wouldn't get along, but Kate remarked that while Roman was laid back like Abe, Paulina was a handful. Paulina was relieved to hear Kate's viewpoint because it demonstrated the idea that opposites attract. Abe vowed to keep it a secret and acknowledged Lexi Carver's supernatural assistance, while Roman strained to comprehend what he was missing about Paulina and Abe's combined miracle in the waiting area. Later, Abe and Roman were reticent about their own conversation, and Paulina and Kate would not disclose their lady talk with the boys. They were all on board with Roman's plan to arrange a barbecue for the four of them once Paulina left the hospital. Stay tuned for predictions on the outcome of Paulina and Abe's delightful homecoming celebration, as revealed via spoilers on Days of Our Lives. Was Lexi, Renee Jones, here for Abe, James Reynolds? Well, kind of. She did help him get his memory back. And she reminded them of their past together, their love, and their son. So far, so good. And then she urged Abe to focus on the new love of his life, Paulina, Jackie Harry. Abe confessed to Roman, Josh Taylor, that he felt somewhat disloyal to Paulina after remembering Lexi, but Roman encouraged his friend to move forward and enjoy what he has with Paulina. Of course, matters took a turn for the peculiar when Abe felt these feelings.